my name is Judge, and welcome to episode number 12 of my YouTube exclusive series. Lately, I have been getting an absolute ton of double-digit runs, and also a ton of 1-win and 2-win runs. It seems like there's no in-between. My runs have either been insane or terrible, so odds are we're either going to have an amazing run or a terrible run today. Let's get in there and find out which it is. Let's go. Okay, Priest, Warlock, Paladin. So, Warlock and Paladin are the two worst classes in the arena right now, by a good amount. Priest is middle of the pack, but there's just simply no way I'm doing back-to-back Priest two different episodes, right? I mean, that's just, I can't do that. So, Warlock or Paladin then. So why don't we give Warlock a go? We'll get some of those Stealer of Souls. Show people how to not kill themselves with that card. This could go terribly. I will save you from what is to come. Let's do this. Let's do this. Keep it nice and zoo, nice and quick. Good thing about Warlock is you can take an extremely light deck, and you got tap as your late game. Let's go, Squire. Okay. Hobgoblin Argent Squire start? Seems good to me. Great. Alright, we're Hobgoblin lock. Perfect. This is an excellent start. Let's go, dude. Void Ripper. Void Ripper can be pretty good. Void Ripper can be pretty good. A little bit of an awkward card sometimes, but not too bad. This has synergy with Hobgoblin. Yep. Hobgoblin me. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. I can't surely I can't take the Feral Gibberer with ideas of adding more Gibberers to my hand for Hobgoblin, right? It's always Spellstone here, right? Oh boy. Oh boy. So I recently have had a really good streak of runs that I was really pushing for a good leaderboard spot. So right now the date is July 5th, and we're just waiting on the leaderboards from May and June 2021. So I don't know what placement I finished there, but I'm pretty sure I did quite well. And the whole time, like the whole last 2 weeks of that leaderboard, I was really pushing for really good decks. So this week, I kind of have been memeing around a little bit more, taking a bit of a break from that level of competitiveness. Hence, you know, we take the Warlock over the Priest, and I'll get back to some excellent runs later. Has kind of been the idea on stream. So with that being said, I'm just getting this feeling welling up inside me that I just have to take this Feral Gibberer with this Hobgoblin. There's a risk, because if I pull this off, there's going to be some great YouTube content, right? Hobgoblin Gibberer. I see a thumbnail. I see a thumbnail already. It's Hobgoblin, and it's a bunch of Gibberers here. If that is the thumbnail right now as you're watching this video, then you'll know maybe we got some Gibberers coming in our future, or maybe it's clickbait. We're doing it. I got to do it. Feral Gibberer. We're Hobgoblin. We're Hobgoblin lock. Let's go. Gerald Coaster is amazing. Transfer Student's amazing. And we do need some amazing cards now that we've had such a meme start. 2 Void Rippers, that's pretty silly. Gotta be just Pearl Tusk here. We'll find some heftier stuff, like Ring Matron, which is amazing. Hyena's pretty good too, but, you know, not as good as Ring Matron. Flesh Giants? I mean, the other cards are bad. Okay, Flying Machine, Hobgoblin. I'm gonna need a second Hobgoblin if that's what I'm going for. I better take the Flesh Giant. Like, Gibberer is only 1 mana of uselessness if it gets killed. Flying Machine, 3 mana of uselessness. I can't do it. If I had 2 Hobgoblins, I'd be all over it. Grab the Flesh Giant here. Mage Scribe is fun. Growth is good. Let's go Mage Scribe. It's probably a little more fun. We don't have any spells yet, but surely we'll get some, right? Oh boy. These are not good. Hobgoblin Junkbot. Oh dear God. Force Take Max, I guess. Not great. Oh, jeez. Violet Teacher with 0 spells once again. Or just Monk for the extra stat. I mean, we have 0 spells here. Will we find any? Can we even get any? Transfer Student can maybe give us a spell one day, which our Mage Scribe can use. Like, come on. Better just be the 3/6. We're getting a little hefty, but Piloted Sky Golem is really solid. Look at that win rate on Wanderer. That's actually really interesting compared to Sky Golem. I think I'd lean Sky Golem normally. I wonder if it's just because of, like, studies and Mosher that make this a lot better. I want a few more things to corrupt my Elephant, and I think we can do better for 3s and 4s. Another Transfer Student, Rip Spell. Another Transfer Student. Okay. Alright. I see a 0 mana 3/3 here. You know, what about you guys? I see a 0 mana 3/3 right here. There we go. Whew. Alright, there we go. Now we're talking. Little Shadow Council action. So, the great thing about Shadow Council is, 1, it's an amazing card, but 2, is it doesn't matter how good your deck is, right? 66 Hearth Arena score is trash. Doesn't matter if your deck is a 76 or a 66, though, once you play Shadow Council. Your cards don't matter, which really, really supports our archetype of having mostly not great stuff. Boom. That's excellent. Man, drafted Shadow Council. Are you serious? What in the world is this? Every deck, man. Every YouTube run I have seems to have a Replicatron. It's ridiculous. I love it. I can't believe that. It seems to be only YouTube runs I get these freaking Replicatrons. To be fair, Epic offering rates have gone up since the micro adjustments, so we'll be seeing more Replicatrons than we did even before. But yeah, I want that. I want that. All my Feral Gibberers? Yeah. Yep. Brawler's fine. Wanderer's fine. Do I need a 2? Nah, I don't think so. Let's grab a Wanderer here. I need 3s. Oh, jeez. These are bad. 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 I guess Berserker. Rocket Dog is the best card here. And it's pretty good with the Berserker we just grabbed, but should I just take another curve piece? I have maybe... These might be good on 2, they might not be, and then I only have Brawler. It feels like I just really need curve, even if Rocket Dog's the best card. And, like, random stuff might just be the way to go. I think I might need just random crap, because this deck is not looking super great. Now we get a Rocket Dog? Hobgoblin Initiate, though? No, I better take the Rocket Dog. 2 Flesh Giants? That's pretty memes. That's pretty silly. Let's do it. Let's do it. Give me some synergy for that at the last moment. Scrap it. Okay, so this deck is pretty bad. Like, this is one of the worst ratings I've had for a deck ever. You know, 65 is trash. But we have Shadow Council and Scrap Imp. And if you play Scrap Imp on 2 into Shadow Council on 3, you just win. So we'll just draw those cards every time, right? New idea for a thumbnail now. Wicked Whisperers ever? Like, do we need to be? We need to be aggressive, right? This deck is bad. I can discard my poor Murloc or my Gibberer. Look at that. The Gibberer synergy here is unreal. Also, I need some spells. I have 1 spell right now. Shadow Council. I need some spells for my Mage Scribe. 2 Shadow Councils? What? What? 2 Shadow Councils? Okay, our deck doesn't matter anymore. Full mo for Shadow Council. Doesn't matter what the other 28 cards are. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Epic offering rates. Are you kidding me? Burning Blade Acolytes with Hobgoblin? Or do I just want to Priest? Do I just want to Priestess? It feels like with Shadow Council, I kind of just want to make sure I have some sort of start if I miss them. Nah, let's go Burning Blade Acolyte. Stealer of Souls now? Okay, that card's nice. And has really good synergy with our 2 Flesh Giants. Alright, and last pick. Is, I guess, a Safety Inspector? You've got the turn 4 Murloc, Tinyfin, Felfin. Okay, this deck is garbage. Almost garbage. This deck is like 25 garbage cards. But the good cards are so good that this deck could actually just cheese some wins for sure. We have two Shadow Councils. We don't need a good deck. We don't need a good deck at all. Let's do this. This deck can't be stopped. We've got Shadow Council, Win Condition. We've got Scrap Imp. We've got, you know, Hobgoblin with so many one attack things. This deck is going to be incredible. This is going to be great. 66 rated is complete garbage, but it's just Shadow Councils. Let's just have a nice run where we just show off how busted Shadow Council is. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. I see a Shadow Council. So when you have a Shadow Council in your starting hand, then you really do want to keep bad cards, right? We want to turn our bad cards into demons. So I don't know that Void Ripper is really a bad card, but it's actually probably one of our better cards, which is insane. It's not as good as like Transfer Student though. Let's just keep this and drop the Shadow Council immediately. This is so silly. This is gonna be what a silly life. Is that a hero power? So the question is, do you coin Shadow Council and then luck into like a Ganarg? I don't think you do. I think you just slam the council and see what you get. Yep, perfect. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's gross. It's gross. Dark 2 mana 4/5 into 3 mana 4/7 taunt into 4 mana 6/7 taunt. Ah, good thing I have a good deck. It's a good thing I'm good at drafting, right? Oh my goodness. Good stuff. Oh, that's so juicy. Do I ever try to corrupt this? I need a very particular top deck if I were ever going to try that. I guess a 2 or a 3 I could technically do it. But no, that's not one, so it's just this. And this. 2? I don't think I've ever had a deck with 2 Shadow Councils in my life. Okay, that is pretty. That's a pretty excellent answer, but they need quite a few answers. Sky's Wander, we can play on 5. Yeah, we'll use the 4/7 to keep the 6/7 healthy. Illidari Inquisitor, pretty greasy. If only I had a way to attack. Lifesteal, that's cheating. Okay, pretty solid responses from our opponent so far. Oh, guys, get that rolling ASAP. And then just control the board. These are going to be pretty heavy. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Ring Matron coming in next. Then we just got big beefers all day long. Claw Machine could come down here and... Okay. So that's full trades. Pretty reasonable refreshing from our opponent here. They got the Chaos Strike, then the Mana Feeder. Kind of thought I might be able to just run him out of steam early, but that's okay. We still got so many stats. Now, question is, Ring Matron or Stealer Tap? I think we've got to go Ring Matron here. It's just better stats on this board. The 2/6 is one, better to... Shit. Better to get hit by buffs. So that is... They needed that, like, pretty much right now. That's a very early wife. Oh, man. But this is better to hit with buffs, and we just need more stats. Typical 0-0 arena. Shadow Council on 1 versus Wife on 3. The Warblades are only okay, I think, right? What are you doing? Taking 6 to the face instead of 3 to the face? I have questions about that. Dang, so close. So close, second to Shadow Council. Okay, so if this 3/7 weren't here, it'd be a very easy Stealer Tap. Is it still, or is it just this? I'm not playing this and Shadow Council together. I think it is probably this. Oh, that's so dangerous, dude. Are you kidding me? Can I really play a Force Tank Max here? I hit an 8. Oh my goodness, I hit an 8. I need my... No, wait. I keep drawing. I see it. We have Mal'Ganis. Oh, gross, dude. All right, I can wait. I can wait. Mal'Ganis, I didn't even think about you, dude. So gross. We're gonna have a good turn 9, I think. Thing is, I'm probably gonna have to play Illidari Inquisitor this turn and not tap. See what they do. They Scorp, so they're not killing the 4/7. They're not killing the 4/7. They do make that trade. They're gonna have a lot of damage coming in. If they have their own Illidari, we'll be in a lot of trouble. So we'd better make as many trades as we can. Which would mean playing the Illidari, right? And I think we do play the Illidari. Keep that healthier. Make these 2 trades. Next turn we Mal'Ganis and play potentially 3 cards for free. Because I would imagine, based on their last turn, they might be looking to push a lot of face damage, and maybe they want to just leave that 4/3 up to make things awkward for me. So our Mal'Ganis is so big that Illidari Inquisitor actually does not, you know, win the game if we have the Mal'Ganis on the board. So that's pretty huge too. Uh-oh. I-Beam, sure. As long as we can clear the poison, that's completely fine. This is so gross. This is so gross. Oh my god. Alright. Alrighty. Okay, dude. Good work, Stealer of Souls. My goodness. 0-0 games of Hearthstone, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that is greasy. Whoa! Expendable performers now. Okay, so 7. They have 4 extra damage. We still keep 10 attack on this board. Like, that's insane. That we are, you know, so many stats on our board that Expendable does not just make them win the game instantly. Oh, very nice. Alright, that's a lot of resources, though. And we still got, what? Mage, Scribe, Tap, another Shadow Council, maybe? Gotta be worried about that Illidari, though. Seems like I don't want a Shadow Council when I've got this. So I could just play double demons and then go face, right? 15, yeah, that's a lot of damage. I said double demons, but like double buffed cards is what I meant there. Make sure we play the ones that are already buffed before we go for the Shadow Council. Don't need a peon. It's probably Mage, Scribe, Shadow Council next turn if there is one. Oh. Where did you get that? What is this? Random mechs all over the place, dude. Fell Scream. Is that just a drafted Gazlo? Was that just a drafted Gazlo, dude? What in the world was that? What in the world was that first game, man? Oh my goodness. 1-0. That was one of the most ridiculous games of Hearthstone I've played, man. Are you kidding me? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next to be counseled? It's just full Mully for Shadow Council. High roll it. Show me the council. Squire Replicatatron is really tempting to keep. Another Demon Hunter. But I probably want to look for either Better Curve or Shadow Council. So we'll keep the 1-drop and look for Better Curve. Look at Whispers. Remember when I drafted Feral Gibber? Good times. Alright, game number 2. We're ramping things up with a Cthulhu Demon Hunter. Okay, this into tap. Just waiting for those councils. I would love a 2. I'd love a 2-drop. Replicatron, welcome back. Hobgoblin, you're late. I've already played my Argent Squire, buddy. What a terrible start. This run is really going to be a lot of do we get Shadow Council? Oh my god, there's it. Let's do it. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Here we are. Perfect. This Moarg. That's a little tough. 2 lowest costs. So I'd get rid of this. How is it even possible? Plenty more where that came from. I got 2 of those. I got 2 of those Mavericks. It's happened in every freaking game of my life. So we want to draw something less than... something small, right? Because I want to play this Fellhound. I'm okay with getting rid of the Void Drinker. I'm okay with it. I don't love it. I guess, like, ideally we draw, what? Murloc Tiefin? We could also play a top deck and not play the Fellhound, so we can have a turn 5 Void Drinker. I gotta play stuff, right? This is tough. If any other 4-cost demon, that would have been super. But I can't just tap and not have a turn, right? I gotta play a 5/10. If I'm gonna tap and not have a turn, I can do it next turn and get my stats out now. We block. I've never seen a worse Imprisoned Vile Fiend on a board when it was played on 2 in my life, by the way. Oh my goodness. Coin Maw Cthulhu is their only hope here, right? Come on. But yeah, we get the stats on the board now, and then it gives us a chance to draw something playable. Little luck, and we see a nice Rusty Raider off the top. Okay, we'll take this. This is an interesting choice. It might be their only turn 4 play, but they know that we have nothing below 6 mana. We could have another 6, but they know that none of our cards are playable. So now they give us a play here, which is fantastic. And we're gonna need a tap. And we wouldn't have had one, right? We wouldn't have had one otherwise, so very nice to see. And we'll have to be careful. They still have the coin, so as we come into turn 6, coin cycled with Moarg on the board is very dangerous. See a Moarg. Wonder if that's what they wanted. I have to imagine probably not. So we could Mage Scribe on curve here. Or we can just clear the board. Corrupt. Bump. I think we just play the Mage Scribe. It's a 4/9. Our Drailed Coaster doesn't get any worse. And we can come into either Coaster, Student, or one of these pretty reasonable 7-cost demons. Top deck is... I see you top decking. Sure, that's fine. Ooh, they do not want to take the damage. That's really good. When your opponent is in such a bad spot, they have to sacrifice stats instead of using their face as a resource. That means you're doing pretty good, and this Priestess of Fury is looking juicy. Oh boy. So Priestess of Fury is a good card. Shadow Council, also a good card. Coins out, what, Illidari Inquisitor to just stay alive? Yeah. Yep. Nice. That's fine. 8 is not going to the dome, and we got plenty of stats on the board. That and Rocket Dog is pretty good. Why don't we just play a 5-mana 8/8 and a 2-mana 4/4? I don't know, dude. I know how you feel. Mavericks, I hear you. What do you do here on 8? I've never been less concerned about an Illidari Inquisitor, I don't think. I don't find the healing. Or draw is Body of Cthulhu, which we know is not going to be good enough. And they know it's not going to be good enough. Will they see our Fell Lord Rocket Dog? No, they won't. They'll take the early exit, and I do not blame them. Okay. 2 games, 2 Shadow Councils, 2 dubs. I smell a pattern. 2 Shadow Councils. Alright, we're literally playing Subway here. So that's concerning. Very bad start. Let's full toss for an easy council. Council me. What? A 1? And a 2? That's not really a 2-drop, though. And the Replicatatron. Very similar start to last game. I'm gonna have to tap on 2 again. What are the odds of me not getting a Shadow Council in my starting hand? I have 2 of them. Should be every game, right? Okay, at least we have a good matchup into that 1-drop. And the question is, if we do draw Council, do we play it right now, or do we tap? And we don't have to worry about that because I'm not playing these uncorrupted. No way. I'm tapping. Okay. Maybe I'm not playing them at all. Jeez, this is getting tricky because if I top deck a 3, I gotta play it and play a couple of. Oh man, I gots to, right? I gotta play a turn 4 8/8. And Shadow Council, we'll see it later. I have to, right? A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Like, come on, this turn 4 is just too good. Okay, unfortunately, that is extremely strong. But all the same, I really just gotta do this. They make this value trade, then we just ignore this. Maybe Council, maybe Burning Blade. It is spectacular. We've been getting that a lot this run. Okay, what do we got? Big turn, and it's the Felfin, and you'll notice I killed the Murloc exactly for that reason. I didn't say it at the time, but Murlocs are available to buff. These are not available to buff, so take out the Murloc just in case they have the Felfin Navigator. And they actually can remove this board fairly efficiently. I think we do want this overstated thing down. And we'd better do this. Arbor Up as a card. They run the 3-1 here, we run the 1-1 here. Keep our 5-8, and then maybe tap Council. There's the bump. No taunts. Don't you taunt me. My Council! How dare you! Huh, okay. Well, this happens all day. Do I really want to give them a 2-2? Council is really strong, but I could just tap and play a 4. Which I think I'm going to do. I don't really want to give him free stats. Oh, jeez. Okay. Now what do I do? Now what do I do? Are you kidding me? So if I play the Scrap Imp now, and then I play the Shadow Council next turn, that's really good. I should probably do it? Or do I just want to contest this 3-7 first? Next turn I go 2... Wanderer? I go... Huh. That is interesting. This is so greedy. Floating 2 mana as well? This happens for sure. Okay. I'd better play the Monk. I don't want to fall too far behind on board against a Druid. They have some pretty quick finishers, pretty quick buffers. Particularly, I'm worried about Arbor. Okay, we can double oh my good lord. I gotta give him a WoW back, right? Because they gave me the WoW for the double 4/4s, and now they hit me back with this, which is insane. Heck. Now what am I supposed to do? I can't get to this for the Council. I can tap and Giant? I'm double trading. For sure. I just don't have time to play this Shadow Council. And then I am... I'm either... I think I'm tapping and playing the Giants. Oh, I really hope I don't have to get rid of my Shadow Council. That was an insane amount of stats. Double Dreaming Drake. Rip, dude. An 8-8 on the board. If they play one of the busted 7s, we're just toast here, right? That's not really one of the bust. Uproot! Uproot. Oh, they uprooted. I have so much respect for them. They've uprooted. We're gonna lose to uproot. I can't. I'm so happy about that. We're taking 10 to the dome, that's for sure. Unless I were to play this right now. But I think what I do is this. This. And see if, you know, they're gonna hero power if they're gonna deliver 10 to the face. They have to, right? This is a huge turn. Oh, I love this. Uproot City. Shit. Okay, they didn't hero power though. So is that 10-5 coming into the 6-4 or what? Probably not, because you don't want me to have the 3-2 into the 3-2. This is very interesting. Okay. So, am I tapping? I think I'm tapping. I'm gonna tap for Shadow. 8-3 into the 10-5? I could go 8-3 into this now. That doesn't seem... I want to delay that, right? I'd go 8-3 into the 10-5 value trade here before I counsel. So let's tap. Okay, 0 counsels remain. Should I play the top decked one? They don't need to know I've been saving this. I also could Wicked Whispers first now. If I wanted to. In which case... No, I do this. I do this. I do this. And then I do, right? The Wicked Whispers, and then I play my other Shadow Council. And this is insane. This is insane, right? You leave the 7-2 up here, which is huge. Oh, Survival of the Fittest? Cenarian Ward! Oh my good lord. Jesus, dude. Oh no, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Oh, this game is over. Oh, this game is over. Dang, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Subway, the uprooter with a little bad luck there, and this one's just so over. Just 3-2 into here. Your 9 takes... This takes damage, but these don't. To your Fire Breather. Then you just drop the Rustwicks. So gross. I'd get a WoW for this, I bet. Oh, jeez. That 8 drop, though. As if we get the Fire Breather and they get an 8-1 from their summoner. That's such a tragedy for them. Yeah, we have a little more than 6 health on the board, so I don't think that's going to be enough. Cool. That's pretty cool, too. Yeah, well played. I'll show you this. And then we'll get out of here. Show you I had that, too, just for fun. Great game, Subway. We got the double... I mean, that was gross. We got so much good stuff going on there. Like, the deck is not good, right? The deck is not good, right? We just high-rolled. We top-decked the Void Ripper to corrupt our 2s, right? To get a turn 4, 8-8. That was lucky. Even just having the Transfer Students, which are 2 of our best cards, was lucky. And all 3 wins, we've played Shadow Councils. The deck is not good. If you're talking about all 30 cards. Shadow Council is amazing. Transfer Student is amazing, but this deck is not good. There's Scrap Imp. There's Scrap Imp, but I don't see a Council. Big doink Demon Hunter? Oh boy, here we go. We got ourselves a big doinker. Alright, so you have 2 options here. One is this, keep your turn 1 playable. The other is this, maximize Coin Scrap Imp into Council. But that's not... high risk, high reward, but it's just unnecessary, right? Coin Scrap into tap makes Squire quite strong, just coming down on 3. Even if you don't find your Council, right? Also, that Murloc Tiny Fin gaining those buffs, very cool. Show me the Council. Council would still be better, but our turn 3 looks fine if we do the old Scrap and Tap. Guys! So, Council's still the best top deck. If we don't hit that, we're looking for a 2-drop Brawler Peon. What map are we on? Transfer Student does a thing. One of the twos would probably be next best, so we can go Squire 2 and Tiny Fin. Okay. And Force Tank Max is about one of the worst draws we can get. And that's not very good either. So that's unfortunate. Guys. Okay, so we still get to play the Transfer Student, but if this were drawn earlier, we could play it as a 4-3 now. That'd be so much better. But let's see what's inside here. We got Derailed Coaster, too. Chain Lightning is amazing. And we just get these stats on board. The other idea is you save Murloc Tiny Fin for after Derailed Coaster. They're going to make this trade. They're going to Hero Power make this trade, maybe. It's a 3-2. It's a 3-2. It's an extra 1-1 here. I think I have enough minions. I just play this. Nice. Smart. This deck is so silly. I feel like all the Warlocks I've drafted, which hasn't been that many. I feel like I've drafted like 3 or 4 Warlocks in the last like few weeks. Because it's just not usually that good. But they've all been very fun and silly. Okay, no Hero Power for the Divine Shield is a good sign. This could just be a Chain Lightning. Oh, wait, it's 2? It's 2. Could it be a Chain Lightning? Go face. Probably the correct call to go face. There's Shadow Council. Which I don't really want at the moment, right? So we're safer. Now that we have the Shadow Council, we know we're safe. More safe to do this. Because if we run out of health, we can just Shadow Council those away to cards that cost mana, which is fine. I don't think I want to value trade here, right? I just want to remove everything I can. Remove that power. I mean, we got so many stats coming in. With the option of Shadow Council, if the plays aren't looking good enough. Like, this is looking really, really strong. Chain Lightning's going to be upgraded soon. Remember that one time Judge drafted 2 Shadow Councils? I think it was episode 12, I think. Man, that was crazy. Why? Why you do this? Oh, neat. Alright, that's a lot of resources. A lot of resources, health and minions. Going into that to stop our discounts. Maybe necessary, though. I mean, 0 mana stuff is pretty whack. I want to use my discounts, right? I think I might want to play this before... maybe I want to just play this before Cycle's a thing. Just get the stats on the board. If they Chaos Nova, so be it. Big Doink? Big Doink, are you there? They might do... if they do nothing, you just know they're cycling us, right? Imagine they do nothing here. We have 11 to the dome. How do you even handle that? Preemptively Chain Lightning your own stuff. Draw Wicked Whispers. Draw Void Ripper, tap Wicked Whispers. That's what you do. Okay. Okay, you always have the option of just removing it with no risk with the Pearl Tusk. I think we will do... not that. But go face with this. And then hit here and see what happens. And it doesn't hit a 1-1. Goes face. Goes face. I don't really want to tap, do I? So if we play the Og and this, we're playing so hard into cycle. If we We could just, like, trade and play this, and then if I... Is tapping too dangerous with Illidari Studies being a card? It might be. I think I'm gonna do it anyway, though. It's close. Okay, this plays more around cycle. If they cycle, we can actually remove the whole board without much of an issue. Just Chain Lightning, Pearl Tusk, and ship 9 to the Dome, right? You do have a Burning Blade Acolyte Rocket Dog emergency dunt. And then there's always the question of, do you play the Shadow Council? It seems like with this Pearl Tusk in hand, I don't really want to quite yet. But we'll see. When you give minions +2/+2, they become pretty bonkers. Okay. Healing is a little bit rude. This is a pretty good matchup. I better do this. And then I could just Chain Lightning. We could also go for the Shadow Council right away. But I think I want to do this and run it into the 3/6. They only heal for 3, and it's just such a clean trade. And probably Chain Lightning. Probably Chain Lightning. A little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Okay, no Coil Fang, please. And then do I just play the Force Tank Max for the finisher over the Shadow Council? Probably. Easy now, big doink. Yep, that's pretty good for us. Let's just make sure we don't die to an Inquisitor by leaving any minions alive here. I think that would be foolish of us. 12, we need 6 damage. If I play this and just double trade, is that going to be the best way to go about this? This next? I think that's fine. And maybe it's time to just pop this open, give them one extra weird thing to deal with. Like, your Illidari Inquisitor causes you to take... You're dead if you play Illidari, right? No! BGH, dude? Alright. Alright. Well, they still have to take 9. They still have to take 9. That's good news. We got Ring Matron, Rush, we got the Council. Oh my goodness, more health? Dude. Dude. Cycle. I can't really tap, can I? I mean, Illidari is gonna kill us from 9. I could, in theory, tap once more. I do have a taunt. They don't have Cycle. They would have played Cycle. Let's throw down the Brawler. Next turn, we might start with tap Shadow Council, or even just a Shadow Council for 3 demons. Lethal set up this way. Top deck Cycle of Hatred. Super. Yeah, great. Love that card. Yeah, we've all been through this a million times. I hate that card so much. Hate that card so much. It's so terrible. It's so terrible. Just, 7 mana. If you're losing the game, win the game. It's not a very good for the game, Well, that's about the 1000th cycle that has beaten me when I have been winning. Question is, do I Mage Scribe and Council? Or do I just Council? I don't think we get there with Mage Scribe Council. I don't think there's really much. Drain Soul. I think you need some Taunt Demons here. And these are not them, so, good stuff. Yeah, we get it. You got a Cycle of Hatred off the top. We get it, big doink. That was a big doink move, to be fair. Yeah, it's frustrating. That's frustrating. But, it's tough for me to complain about these cards that don't require any thought. when I'm playing a terrible deck with double council. So I guess we'll save the complaining for the next one, right? The Crippler, a Paladin at 3 and 1 here. Transfer Student's a nice keep. Void Ripper. Void Ripper is not a Shadow Council, so let's find one of those. Not very good. Not very good. Not very good. Not very good. Even worse. Even worse. Drawing all our mechs. Do you know how to make this hand a lot better? A Shadow Council. Alright, Transfer Student slows things down a lot, which is good as we stall for our councils. Other than that, what are we looking to draw? Look how this deck is so bad. We need councils. Look at this list. We have no threes. We have no good threes. We have Hobgoblin and Void Ripper. That's so terrible. Like, I honestly want to even consider tapping for council over playing the Peon because our deck is so bad. But we do have the Replicatatron. So that on the far right. This over here, it gives this somewhere to go to block our Peon. But that's fine, because that just makes our Transfer Student potentially better in theory. And if they don't play anything into the Transfer Student, that's fine too. So they bump. The Hero Power for funsies, even though it's going to die. And then we just play Replicat on the far right, and we're good to go. Dang. Okay. Dang! That means my Replicat really would love to just swing in here. Sorry, did I say Replicat? I assume... I'm treating this as if it's already a Replicatatron. Let's see if it's like, Noble Sack or the new one that turns things into 1/1s. We'll just turn the 2/2 into a Replicat. Thank you for constructing me. Okay, next turn is Shadow Council time. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's not a very good consecration. Maybe they have another one? Okay. Let's start with a tap. Let's start with a tap here. All right. Well, we could play around Reckoning by swapping these immediately, and then nothing has 3 attack. But I think we'll see if it's Reckoning first and just get rid of that secret. It's not Reckoning. Avenge? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't Void Ripper. Just Hobgoblin over here? And this one, this Replicatatron was played first, so it's always going to go off. There's no... Until I put something else beside this one, there's nothing that is going to stop this from only transforming the second Replicatatron. That's fine. We didn't have anything to Hobgoblin anyway. And they just go ahead and Hero Power. Alrighty. Coining? Another secret? It's another secret. Just to confuse me more. Mage Scribe Gasp next turn. It could be Avenge, which is plus what, 3/2? So we'd go for this first. But it also could be Reckoning or turn into a 1/1. So why don't we put this face first? Then this here. Trigger the Avenge. And then this comes in here. I was kind of hoping it was Reckoning, to be honest. So in that case, I actually go face with this. Which seems a little awkward, but it gives me a by far better play where I can play this on the far left, where it's safe. Even though they can make this trade, I keep my 3/1s, they make this trade, sure. This is better for tempo. I could have also played the Mage Scribe on the far left, but I kind of want to save that for the same turn as Gasp. Interesting. So they're actually going to remove the Replicatatron and not the 6/4, giving us a premium Gasp target. That's awesome. Although, it could be Oh My Yogg. What is that? Now we got a Shadow Council in the mix? Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see if Gasp works here. It does not. Oh My Yogg gives us studies every time. Shield of Honor? Shit, dude. Come on, man. That couldn't have hit my Replicat, dog. That could have hit my Replicat. Now what? I got a sweet Void Ripper lethal coming up. Okay, this can go. But this is going dome. This is going dome. Let's go. I feel like that Consecration really did nothing for them and just stopped their tempo completely, right? They developed nothing and didn't remove any power either. A Fish? Can you kill a Fish? They can't kill the Fish. Now, even if they did, we had a really, really cool Void Ripper deal 9 damage to the dome. And we get a win without playing a Shadow Council, which is very unusual and probably not going to happen too many times. But we'll take it. I was just thinking about that Cycle of Hatred top deck, and how I was like, yeah, that card is very silly and, you know, kind of goes against a lot of the basic rules from early 2015 Hearthstone, right? Where you play for tempo, you build up a board, make smart trades. And with Cycle, that kind of just doesn't really apply. And it's like, you know what? Shadow Council, you don't have to draft a good deck, like we haven't, and we can just play it. But Shadow Council is just way more fun to play, right? Cycle of Hatred is not fun. I think if you're going to have a card that does ridiculous things, it at least needs to be fun. Like, look at Puzzle Box of Yogg-Saron as a good example. That card, you know, a lot of people complained about. It's nonsense. It swings games completely, but at least for the person playing it, it's fun to play. Cycle is just no fun for anybody. Like, even when if the roles were reversed, and they have been many times, I've top deck Cycle to win games before, and I do not find that enjoyable whatsoever. I could get rid of the coin. I feel like I want to keep the coin. Let's do this. I feel like I want to keep the coin, because I may coin out this Dealer of Souls. No Ganarg on one is a good sign. No Ganarg on one is a good sign. Okay. Let's see if they have a, what, Rockera, and we lose, maybe? Athletic Studies? No, they don't. They don't have it. Interesting. And Minefield. Okay, sure. That's fine. They develop nothing, and we put a Stealer on an empty board. And top deck, I want to say Ring Matron? This, I mean, they get the Sword Eater, which is gross, but let's see a nice top deck here. Shadow Council? Shadow Council? Okay, let's tap. Fuck, God, really? Okay, that's very bad. This already has +2/+2, so there's no need to cancel it, right? What about if I did this? Shuffle the lowest cost card from your hand? I'd hate to hit the council, though. I guess we just play this. And wait, because we want to turn one more thing into a demon next turn. And I'm not playing the Gibberer. That card's garb. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. We may even play Derailed Coaster first. Man, that was a really, really bad draws there. Two really, really tough draws when we played the Stealer of Souls, right? That could have just been game over. Okay, what else? Tiger, you say. So I have 1, 2, 3. I could get 4 1/1s here. So I'd keep 3 of them and a 4/2. Whirling Combatant would be a problem, but at least the 4/2 trades evenly with this then. So let's go ahead and do this first. And see what comes down this turn. I'm guessing turn 6 is going to be our Shadow Council turn. Maybe we top deck Mage Scribe. That'd be cool. Slam is fine. That's okay. We don't mind. Berserker is less fine. We do mind that a little bit. Murloc Tiny Fin, you're going to be... I'm sorry, you're becoming a random demon. It's time. Here we go. Shadow Council, win me the game. So we do this for sure. Like that's it. Yeah, so we win. Perfect. Thank you for doing that. We won the game. That's awesome. 1 mana 4/7 taunt. My god. Discard your Void Drinker. Sure. Void Drinker isn't particularly strong here. Run that in there. Get your 1 mana 4/7 rolling. And you've, I mean, look at that. Oh god, that's gross. Look at that. 3 mana 5/4 deal 3 damage, and a 3 mana 5/8 lifesteal, and they have to spend 6 mana to deal 2 damage. And guess what? That buff is not going to compete with mine. I probably don't even play the Glavesmith here. Okay, well let's. You know what? I probably do now. Actually, I could tap and just play the Fellhound. You know what? I better play them both. Just go for the kill here. Right, that's a lot of damage coming down every turn. You're going to need something huge. 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 That's not huge. That's small. What do you got? A Wax Elemental? And a Target Dummy? That's cute. That's cute. It's actually really good. It contests my 5/8 so well. I probably just ignore it though. Tap, ignore it. Oh jeez, really though? Like, Forestake Max is not a strong, like very strong card, but seemed like it was a pretty good top deck there. Back to full health. Nice. Okay, I think we're okay with that. I think we're okay with that. Scrap him, Shadow Council, decent. Do I care about anything ever? I could care about this, I guess, if I wanted. Yeah, okay, let's care about it. Just because I don't want a world where that 8/2 is coming into the 8/8. The more games we play, the more I'm not caring as much about that top deck Cycle of Hatred, because we kind of deserve it, right? Next. Like, Sword Eater is an incredible 4-drop. It's such insane tempo, but at least it follows like the basic rules of Hearthstone, you know? Oh, okay. Okay. Do I see a Shadow Council? Come on. I need a Shadow Council, please. Nope. Nope. I can do better than that. I can do better than that. I can do better than that. Counsel me. I stand corrected. I, in fact, could not do better than that. That is a very, 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 very terrible. That's a really good turn 1 with this kind of starting hand. So, Safety Inspector. What can you find me? Ah, okay. Hey, look at that. Safety Inspector solving my curve. That's pretty cool. Oh. Oh, Feral Gibber, you say? Chain Lightning again, quite strong. Tap Gibberer, though. Can I find one more play? Luckily, off the top, maybe a Scrap Imp. Imagine Scrap Imp, Feral Gibberer.
You never know what you're gonna catch.
That contests our board pretty well. Okay, there it is. We did it. Do I want to tap and do it? Do I want to tap and do that? And then come into stats next turn? Or do I want to play it and potentially play a 2 right now? I think I want to potentially play a 2 right now and then tap if I don't hit one. When we hit a Flame Imp, that'll work. We got Mal'Ganis as well, if we can find that Stealer, you know? Okay, and just one more turn. If I can keep just top decking like a champ, that would be super. Maybe something like a, like I said, Stealer of Souls, maybe? Basilisk is very strong. Brawler, perfect. Oh, come on now, really? Even better. Okay. Alright, we are top decking so rudely here. This is so ridiculous. We started with a 4-5-5 start, and this is how things have gone for us. That's insane. You think this Rustwix gets hexed, guys? You think this Rustwix gets hexed here? No! My gibbers! I wonder if this is actually just a frog in disguise. Very well could be. No, it's not a frog. Wow. And Bladed Lady loves the taunts here as a target. Oh, jeez. The Whirling Zappo Power Mace combo? You love to see it. Let's see if that's just going dome. Let's see double Rock Biter. Oh, yeah, that'd be beautiful. Their name is Robo Enemy. We should have expected the mech synergy. Dodge it! No, dodge it, I said! Okay, we can probably turn our Hobgoblin into a robot. That's a pretty terrible turn in theory, though. Transfer Student for Chain Lightning. Transfer Student can become a robot instead. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We still need one more turn before this Mal'Ganis can come down, and man, that Power Mace just put so much pressure on us. A little bit of AoE here, and we might finally lose a game. What? So they love these Replicatatrons. Chain Lightning. Baron? This one first, right? This one first. Make it so they can't use their weapon. Sorry, this is just hilarious. This is just hilarious. So if you didn't know this, oh, it's only your minions triggered their death rattles. It's not your death rattles trigger twice. It's only your minions, so this won't go off twice. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. All right. I don't want to transform a 2-3 taunt. I'd rather keep the taunt. We're not at that high of health. Dang, that was a cool game. Oh man, Baron Rivendare, 2 Power Maces, Whirling Zap from a Robo Enemy. And Shadow Council keeps on, you know, stacking up the victims here. Going for infinite. Let's see more Shadow Councils. I believe that is 5 wins with played Shadow Councils. Right? And then so we're 5-1 with Shadow Council played. Is that right? Or no, we're 5. No, we're 5-0 with Shadow Council played? And 1-1 without it played? Is that right? Let's see it. Counsel me. Counsel me already. Unreal. Okay, not a terrible start, but, you know, we're getting up to some pretty high wins, and our deck is just not good enough to really win at this level. Nothing we do ever competes with Ganarg. We need Shadow Council, or I don't think we can win this game. This card is better than pretty much our whole deck. Okay, we can grab a spell. That's good. Grab a spell? I think we need a random spell. As much as, like, you could just Void Ripper trade and then have your Void Ripper die to a weapon, I think you need to do this. Ooh, you get a gasp. Ray's dead. Interesting. Okay. So, weapon comes into the 2-3. This trades. They keep a 3-1 weapon, a 2-2, and a full 3 or 4 drop. Like, it's just too strong. That card is just too strong, Ganarg. It's existed. I'm really ready for Imprisoned cards to go. Ganarg has just been destroying people for far too long. The card is ridiculous, although no play on turn 3 with the coin. That's interesting. Okay. Unfortunately, we're still, you know, getting destroyed because Ganarg is that good where you can just miss turn 3 and you're still winning. As we play Wanderer. We can play Raise Dead and double 2s, I guess. Should I do that instead? Ugh. Blah. I probably should. Otherwise, they just go weapon into the 3-3, trade this into the 9-1. This way we actually end up with a 2-1 on board. That gets us a spell, right? Technically slightly better to do this. Because they have to use the weapon into the taunt in theory, and we leave this matchup. And very likely we end up playing Rusted Raider next turn, even with the Hobgoblin in hand, which of course is very tragic. So we're coining a 5 Anchorman and we're toast, right? Oh, that's no Anchorman. You're not Ron. Okay, just remove this. I am, wow. Very surprised. Ganarg on 1. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, that random spell. Okay, all right. This is looking good, actually. Ganarg on 1 is terrifying, but you still need to keep up with good tempo after you play it to ensure you're just going to win. And our opponent did not do this. Our opponent did not do this. I want to play Ring Matron or this. This is better, right? Make sure we hit that so they can't value trade and maybe clear the other ones here. Make them have to trade the 5-5, use the weapon on the 3-2. And holding on to this Cascading Disaster, right, all of a sudden just feels a lot like we have a lot more of a chance. I cannot stop my work. I can't believe how bad those turns were after Ganarg. I wonder if they just drew poorly, or if they are here at this record kind of on the back of early Ganargs. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I could Cascading Disaster it. I could go for a Wicked Whispers play and clear one of those. Maybe I should do that. Get rid of your Hobgoblin or Void Ripper. As much as I'd love to hit Replicatatron with Wicked Whispers. I think I do this. That's unfortunate. We were hoping to get rid of Hobgoblin. But we keep a better trade here, more likely for a better Cascading Disaster as well. Like, if they don't trade into this and they play a 4 and a 3 here, that'd just be whack. What do we got? Oh, come on. Come on, another one of those? Come on, be reasonable. Not a very good 4 either. Okay, how do I want to go about this? They're waiting for this trade. We could simply, you know, play the Cascading Disaster and kill these two. We could play the Mage Scribe with the idea that the 5-1 needs to go in here, and we match the Mage Scribe into the 4-4 coming into Disaster. I think I'm not going to do the double 4 plays, so I think I'll start with this. And we'll just do this and hope they don't have a Coerce. 2 Blood Boil Brutes, that's very strong. Ganarg, 2 Blood Boils. Not a lot in between, thank goodness, or we'd already be dead. What are the odds that I haven't drawn a Shadow Council with 18 cards left? 1 in a million, probably. Oh, no! Okay, so Cascading Disaster is coming down. And that's the best result for us, so Oh, yeah. Thank goodness Peon rolled this, right? Thank you, Peon. It's not bad. Another Wicked Whispers one day. I've got Hobgoblin Argent, which is pretty good, but then I've also got Replicatatron Wicked Whispers down the line. I guess I just do the Hobgoblin play now. And keep the rest? I don't Whispers here, right? I don't think so. I don't think I Whispers here. I want to hold on to the Rocket Dog. Maybe we get rid of the Drain Soul. So it turns out when you don't draw your Shadow Council, all you need is just a random Cascading Disaster. Maybe the deck is good after all. Okay, that's a big large boy, and I don't have hard removal anymore. I do have the Rocket Dog, though. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you serious? I'm playing Wicked Whispers, I could go 5, 4, and then hit with the Rocket Dog, but I wouldn't be able to buff the Rocket Dog that way. So what I'd do is I'd play this. Nice. Decent. I'd play... I could also use this, I suppose. Yeah, so I'd do this. Oh, but I have to Rocket Dog. Ah, shit. Maybe this just... Okay, I have to do this first. And then we do this, this, this. Tap last. 3 to the dome. And this way I don't get rid of the Transfer Student instead of the Drain Soul, so that's better. So this one was first. What now? Exact lethal setup, by the way. Outrider's Axe does not stop lethal. Still got an armor. Or don't, I suppose. Can Transfer Student get through that? What do you do again? I put you here, right? Or I put you... Yeah, I put you here. What's your story? What do you do again? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I'm 1 damage off then, right? I'm 1 damage off. I don't really want to get rid of you. What if I just go Replicat and this in? I'd play, what, 1/5 tap? Like, this is insane, right? I'm gonna tap. Cool, whatever. And then we go first, this Replicat in, this in. And then we go face with this. We drop this here. We drop this anywhere. This Hobgoblin, though. Man, I lied. I said I wanted to get rid of the Hobgoblin instead of the Void Ripper. That was complete. That was just wrong. That was a misjudgment. Of course I want to keep the frickin' Hobgoblin. This board is just unbelievably buffed. The Replicat Hobgoblin super buff team. What do you do here? It's over. I got Wicked Stab. Ganard on 1, double Blood Boil Brute, Troublemaker is insane. And we still would have lost if we didn't get the Cascading Disaster, and Outrider's Axe for that matter. But they did almost nothing between like turns 3 and 5, or 3, 4, and 5 were all very weak, giving us an actual chance to win this game. Admittedly, yeah, lucky with the Cascading Disaster, extremely lucky. But even if we did get the Cascading Disaster and they played good curve all the way through, there's just no way. Crazy game. No Shadow Councils required. Still arguably random stuff was involved, but no Shadow Councils required. Unlike this next game where we're going to play one on turn 1, going free. Counsel me. Counsel me, counsel me, counsel me. I got 2 of them. They should be in my starting hand every single time. Flopfish, our 4th Demon Hunter of the run. Our only loss coming to that top deck cycle. Do I keep Transfer Student? It's not that good on 2. Maybe I do in this case with a non... Like, it's not a great curve piece. It's a little greedy, but I want to play Shadow Council this game. Please? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, there we go. Do I do it and they hero power? Or do I just change it right away? What if they don't hero power? What if they coin a peon? That's just extra demons. Plus, I may play the Shadow Council on 3. Okay, that's tempo. That also adds a card to my hand. Welcome back, Transfer Student. 2 mana 2/2, add a demon to your hand. It gains +2/+2. It's pretty good. We'll have 4 cards now. 4 cards now. They're all pretty hefty. I think you just slam this now then. Okay, your highest cost will be... We need to make sure it's this, because this is complete garb. Let's go ahead and tap. And that's unfortunate. Real big miss to hit the Fell Saber. But the other two are extremely, extremely good. We might play the Observer this turn off curve, actually. Okay. Stealer of Souls can come down on 6, right? You do this now. And then we can do Matron to get rid of the Force Tank, and then turn 6 Stealer tap. What have they done to me? 3 mana 6/7 cast Consecration is pretty good. What else are you playing? Loot Hoarder? You fool! It doesn't even draw you a card! Oh geez, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. 2 Illidari Inquisitors coming right up. Get rid of the Force Tank. Don't give them the card. Next turn, we got Stealer, tap, and probably... I want to say Gurubashi Berserker is going to be the card we play, actually. I haven't seen that much of that card, right? 2/2's got to come into the 7/5. Every time a Demon Hunter plays Philosophy in this meta, it's just like, oh, geez, we're done. We're done for. Okay, that's pretty good. They double trade into the 7/5, removing it. And do you tempo anything? Do you tempo anything? You tempo a Lucky Soul, keep it as a 3/2, which our Stealer of Souls will match into nicely. And the draw is Peon. Okay. Okay, what do we got? Sure. Flesh Giant goes down to 5. If we can keep that 2/6 alive, that'd just be splendid. That would just be super. The fear is trade and then coin and then expendable performers. And that is none of that. Coin what? Wriggling. Oh, Wriggling is very strong. Very strong. Okay. There's Gurubashi. For 5, so we're taking 7 damage, potentially more here. I think we're going for it, though. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Here for a good time, a long time. Not a long time.
Cycle of Hatred? We could just remove this and not lose the cycle, or we can just say we don't care about this. We could also just play the Giant and the Peon and forget about the Berserker. Oh wait, we're gonna do that anyway. We're gonna, okay, so we play, nah, who cares about cycle? We're gonna win against cycle, right? We go down to 12. They can't play Illidari yet. I bump one of these off? Would I not just remove it then? So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bump one of these off. I'm gonna do this. Then I might as well do this at this point, since I have so many stats on the board. And the worst case is we play nothing next turn. To play around... I mean, they still can't Illidari, though. Unless they played a weapon this turn. Then we'd probably consider doing nothing. Or even, like, poisoning this off, tapping. Okay. And hero power. So no weapon comes down, meaning it's still not time for the Illidari. Don't really need to play that though. Start with this. We're down to 4. This, draw a spell, get a spell here. 3-2 goes in. Drain? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Are you serious though? Are you serious? That's so gross, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's be smart here though. So if I take 6 damage, I go up 1. I go up 1. Oh, it's gotta be a minion though. So I don't tap, right? I just play it. I just play out.
Would you help a weary traveler?
Oh, that doesn't work? Take damage from your cards to upgrade? Hello? What did I take damage from then? Not from the card? I learned a thing. I learned a thing, but we still just do this. Drop this. Ship it all dome. And maybe they show us one of the 2 Illidari Inquisitors and concede. I figured that that would work on the lifesteal spell there. Stop. Ooh, okay. 2 Priestess of Furies, I see. Alright, GG. Nice work, Priestess. What is that, though? 4 of them hit the Berserker? Are you serious, man? Alright, dude. Not that it matters, but that's pretty excellent. Putting it to exactly 1 health. 8 and 1. It's just Shadow Councils, you know? 2 Shadow Councils. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It doesn't matter what else is in your deck, guys. Just get a couple of the busted cards, and don't worry. If you're not a good drafter, if you're not good at drafting arena decks, it's fine. The cards don't really matter. It's all good. Just get some Shadow Councils. Like, what's insane is our only loss was actually, like, a huge upset. Like, we had that game completely won, and they just top decked the perfect card. Like, we very well could be 9-0 here. Uh-oh. This is the first Hunter we've played, and this has to be a matchup we don't love to see here, right? What with that Stealer of Souls and our own tap and all that. So against a bad matchup like this, I feel like the best bet is just get random stuff from Shadow Council. Oh no, that's not good. Oh dear. Oh dear. Murloc Tinyfin, what do you have to say about this hand? Please, Shadow Counselor, we've lost already. What a terrible mulligan. At least we go first, I guess. We are so screwed. Peon. You know what? I'd probably do now play the Murloc Tinyfin just so I can contest. I can contest this. As much as I'd love it to be a random demon, I think I just want to contest that 2-3 on the board right now. They hovered over hero power. There's no way they hero power. You don't coin a 2 at 8 and 1 without a 2-drop follow-up. Adorable is amazing. Okay, that's just GG, right? Oh no. Why would you do this? We lose. Oh my goodness. Have a better answer to my board, please, next time. Try to have a more perfect set of cards for my board next time, please. And deck, why don't you try drawing better, like heavier cards next time as well? Just an absolute disaster of a game. What is this? What is this? We just cruised to 8 wins. Should be 9-0, and all of a sudden it's like a worse than most 0-3 decks I've seen. Is what we've been starting out as. It's what happens when you miss curve completely. Just terrible draws. Terrible draws and just the perfect play around our one play we actually can make. It's gotta be Shadow Council into AoE Demon, right? We need to play Replicatatron, have them trade into it, and then top deck Shadow Council after. Like, do you ever just play Rocket Dog? I don't think so. I think you just play this with ideas of removing the most power, and then your only answer, your only way to win, they play, say they play, I don't know, something with Rush from hand to deal with this, and then you play Shadow Council into Flamethrower guy, right? I think that's the only way. What a disaster of a game. Very cool. Maybe they go all face because they're Hunter? Nope. 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 They don't. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. Shadow Council or bust. Shadow Council or bust. That is not Shadow Council. I'm not gonna have time to do this, right? I think it's the only way you win. Right? It's the only line that ever can win, so let's see if they miss their turn 5 then. What I don't understand is why am I not starting with Shadow Council in my hand each and every game, no matter what, right? It's a little weird. Why is it not in my starting hand every single time, without exception? I drafted 2 of them. I mean, no matter what happens, the draft was so bad. How do I do this? I gotta do what? This? This is too slow, right? Is that the idea? Is this too slow? I think it is. I think that's a trap.
Everything looks up to code.
Yeah, that's more like it. And then we do that. There's the fire breather, but I'm afraid it's too late. We needed it a little bit of time ago. Enhanced Dreadlord is interesting. Enhanced Dreadlord is interesting. Fire Lord on 7. Or sorry, Fire Breather on 7. Dreadlord on 8. I don't think it's enough. I think we needed this a couple turns ago. Right, you get Piercing Shot. If you remove this taunt, like we might even be dead this turn. I don't think we get there. We need a very particular turn here. A turn where they go extremely wide. That is not going extremely wide. Oh my god. They just had the perfect answers for every play we ended up being able to even make. Insane. Insane. All right, that was horrible. Like it doesn't even feel like we were playing the same deck. Like we had 9 games where the deck felt kind of similar, and then all of a sudden this one, it just felt like we were playing a completely different, more terrible deck because we had our own cards, probably. Right? All right, 8-2, do or die time. Let's see if we can sneak a couple more councils in there. Safety Inspector, Derailed Coaster, no Shadow Council in our starting hand. What does it take to just get a Shadow Council in my hand to start? Have I had it once in my starting hand? I know I've top decked it super early on many times. I don't think I keep any of this. I don't think I keep any of this. Counsel me. Counsel. Oh, I see. We're going the Hobgoblin route this time. Right. No, they can not stop my work, please.
They cannot stop my work.
Super! You guys know I love playing against that card. I just love it so much. Let's get the Jibber out there. You could play the Squire, and that's technically better tempo. but the, you know, Squire versus the Ganarg or the Gibberer versus the Ganarg is barely different. The amount you're losing by is still so high that I think you've got to go for the greed lines once you see a Ganarg. Hero power, you know the drill, right? Play Ganarg, then miss 2 turns in tempo. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Alright, we're just adding cards to our hand for that inevitable council that we are going to need oh so desperately. Yeah, going second against Ganarg and then actual tempo. There's just no way, right? There's just no way, is there? What is with all these Ganarg warriors missing turn 3? Are you serious? That is redonk. Do I have to play all my tiny stuff now? I'd love to get a Shadow Council. These Shadow Councils are trolling me. Sure, they won me almost every single one of my games, but they're trolling me. I have to play 3 1s here. Or do I continue being greedy? I think I continue being greedy. If you are going to miss your turn 3, I'm going to miss my turn 3 too. I want to save coin to corrupt the elephant anyway on a ring matron or runic carvings. So I think that's got to be it. Interesting. They want to greed. This is just greed city. They want to greed their weapon now as well. We just dropped the monk. Trade over here to make sure we set up this trade. And then we probably come into coin ring matron. They hit. And what's the 5? No anchor, man. So that was top deck, so it couldn't have come down on 3. That missing turn 3 was huge, and there's the Shadow Council, which I don't think you go for immediately. Shadow Council now? Oh man, this is a huge choice. Just slam it? Look at all that stuff. You could coin slam it. Do I really need a Corrupted Elephant? Or do I want to just get the stats rolling now? Because that's a commitment to a couple turns. Alright, fine. We'll do it live. Jeez Louise. The earlier the better? For those guys? Okay, well, that's interesting, if nothing else. We're just gonna take so much damage now, dude. I should never have done this. I should have corrupted my elephant. Just wait. Just wait. The 6-3 is being pesky matching into these. Safety Inspector? I don't want a Safety Inspector, but I don't want to tap. Just this? Do I not tap? Look how many 9s I got. Why did I get so many 9s, man? Shadow Council, get it together. Tap seems crazy. I think I just do this. And pray my next draw is good. And pray that these 7/6s know where they're going. Okay, man. What is that, dude? You kidding me? Oh, that's disastrous. That is so greasy. Okay. 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 Do I want to get rid of this? I think I do. This is so slow, right? I definitely do this. And then I play this. And then I just get rid of the Supreme Abyssal and look for another play next turn that's a little quicker. That's not it. Maybe like a Derailed Coaster. You need to be reasonable here, God of War. You've been very unreasonable so far. No, what did I say? I said be reasonable. Okay. 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 Damn. My demons? No, I'm playing Voidhound over Mal'Ganis, right? So we just do this. See if they have a 3rd claw. Drop this. And never tap and pray? This game is redonk. This game's ridiculous. I love it. I love it. What do you have? Show me your big buffed claw machine targets here. 8 health remained.
We'll be fine.
Okay, that's pretty large.
That big.
That means I have to play Morganis, right? Yeah, that means I have to play Morganis. Or I guess it doesn't. I guess it doesn't, actually. I just have to say goodbye. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. I just run this in. We could be dead here. We run this in. We drop the Void Hound. And we chill. And hope they don't have any more reach here. But we're coming into Mal'Ganis's now. We have lethal set up, by the way. Uh-oh, they have lethal. No, don't have lethal. Why would you have lethal? How dare you? Did you miscount? Did you think that your 4 damage was lethal? Did you think your Circus Medic was lethal and it's not? You're not allowed to have lethal. It's over. I win. I Shadow Counseled. I win. You missed turn 3. If you hit turn 3, you probably win this game. But you didn't. So I get the RNG dub, as usual. Concede now. Concede. They don't have lethal. They're just deciding... it seems like they can live. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so they're alive. But then they have to deal with this. If they ever... Oh no, we're gonna lose! What a game. What a game. Let me through! Okay, anything that I can get that wins me the game if I tap? Wicked Whispers? Void Ripper? Is it more likely they don't have removal? They would have removed this 100%. They would have removed this 100%, so it's just Mal'Ganis. I did nothing wrong! Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind losing that one. Ganarg on 1. They missed turn 3, unfortunately. You know, they had the Maul, I guess, but they needed to preserve their weapon. A little bit of greed on both parties at the beginning. They probably just missed their 3 drops, and if they hit those, they probably win. Close one. Close one, and, you know, Shadow Council. Shadow Council, Shadow Council, Shadow Council, Shadow Council, Shadow Council, Shadow Council, Shadow Council. Going for 10. Going for double Ds. We've already won. We win the run, right? The run has already been won. So, like, whatever we see, we're not too concerned. Even if it's another Cycle of Hatred lethal or whatever. Stealer of Souls? Do I ever keep that? Do I go second? Gwigs? Stealer, transfer, flesh. And I go first, meaning I don't think I keep the Stealer. If I went second, I would. Murloc, Void Ripper. This is a great looking hand to play Shadow Council on. We could hit that elusive Hobgoblin Murloc Tiny Fin turn 3. 3? Sure. Yep, seems good. Yep, seems good. I'm good at the game. Choose your top deck. Choose your top deck as well. Oh, jeez. Yeah, those are pretty good cards. Now, I should probably just play the Fellhound. But if I tap... Like, no, you play the Fellhound. You don't need this to be any bigger here. You play this now and just allow, you know, you just let your 2 cards win you the game. Just trust it, play on curve. That's extremely rude. I should have tapped, man. Why didn't I tap, guys? It's okay. We get a value trade out of it first anyway. Ah, so close. Replicatatron, you missed out on the buffs, my guy. Damn, that's tragic. Okay, let's go ahead and play this. 2 mana 7/5. Choose your top deck. Seems good. We can just grab the Ring Matron. Do I want to tap into it now? Not really now, because I know I'm going to play this on 5 and then the Ring Matron on 6. So I don't need to tap. We just make this value trade. We throw it on the Squire to make sure they know they have to use this poison. And that's an unreasonable amount of stats on the board for turn 4. I am a great Hearthstone player, as you can see by this board. Like, with epic offering rates this high, why am I not picking Warlock more often? It's technically... So I think it's back to the second worst class. It was the worst, but I think it's back to second worst. But, like, come on. Much like Shaman being the third worst, Unstable Evolutions are epic. I guess I should say, if you've heard me talking about epic offering rates, I guess I didn't really formally say it this video, but I did last time. The offerings of, if you haven't figured it out yet, the offerings of epic cards are just very, very high. Particularly epic cards. That's why you're seeing so many, you know, transfer students. We got 2 of, for example. Our opponents have played plenty of them. Do I want to value trade here, or do I care about anything? Maybe I don't care about anything ever at all. I guess I don't want them value trading, do I? 13 to the dome. 13 to the dome. You know what? It probably doesn't matter. I'm going to Ring Matron. I think I'm just going to ship a dome. Like, if you don't kill these 2, or like the 7-5 with both, like, it's just so much face damage here. And it's turn 5. What are you going to do here? You got to hex the 9-8, I guess. And then double trade the 7-5. You don't get away with value trades here, do you? Looking for a rush from the 3-2, maybe? Poison? What are you looking for here? Divine Shield's normally very good, but as long as it doesn't have... Honestly, Lifesteal would have been worse to see. Poison and Rush would have been bad too. A lot of Sen'jins at high wins today, which definitely, you know, is something we're okay with seeing. Corrupt our Elephant, why not? I think we'll get rid of the 4-1 now that we have a 6-4 on board and plenty of lethal setup. Chain Lightning. Storm Strike to get out of here, right? Face is going into the 9-8. It is indeed. That's an unfortunate one for our opponent, who really did not have a chance to win the game after turn 1 happened. 10-2. So this is, by the way, with Warlock, back-to-back 10 pluses. My last Warlock was really goofy and went 10 exactly. Maybe Warlock's just a sleeper right now. Or maybe I'm just super lucky and Shadow Councils aren't maybe all that common. Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Show me the council. Another shaman. Another shaman? Well, that doesn't seem fair. The Earth is your ally? Alright. Full toss for council. Full toss for council. Full toss for council. Show it to me. Counsel me, counsel me, counsel me, counsel me, counsel me, counsel me, counsel me. No! Okay. Horde's Fury, friend of the Earth. Nice to meet you. And that is a really tough, you know, card to see, as Argent Squire gets kind of destroyed by it. We should still play it. We may coin a Void Ripper to clear it if they don't play an Elemental, but... No Shadow Councils is not what we love to see. Void Ripper looks pretty good here, actually. As good as Peon? Save the coin? I guess I could always just play Peon Shadow Council next turn. I think I've got to be greedy with how I curve out here without... Whenever I don't have Council, I just need to be greedy. Because my deck is just not good, right? My deck is just bad. So I need to play super greedy when I don't have those councils in hand. I might fix in a couple taps even. Transfer student? What are you? Dormants? Okay. Next, tap Peon. Darn, Strength Totem is a nice roll for them there. Not as good as healing, probably, but it's still pretty good. Oof. They are not going for the Divine Shield quite yet. They think they can do better with the Divine Shield, and they're right. They absolutely can. This is a terrible turn for us. Peon is... Peon does nothing. It does literally nothing. Replicatatron's unplayable. I gotta start with a tap anyhow. Let's go ahead and just play the Rocket Dog on the 1/1. If they do make the value trade, then at least I guess we get rid of the Divine Shield with this. But they might go for a ping here and see if they can do better with this. We might miss the 4/4, and then we'd play Rusty Raider. That kind of seems to be like the best chance we have here so far, unless we draw this Shadow Council soon. Just Totem, finds Dunt. Does make the trade. Okay, so now we do want to pop that Divine Shield if we can. The Rustied Raider. Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Dang it. How do I play Hearthstone? This Scrap and Tap seems not good enough. I gotta go Scrap and Peon. And maybe... if our turn looks terrible next turn, we can consider a tap for Shadow Council, because that'd be a really sweet, sweet hit. I just need a couple different targets. Not Storm Strike, not Storm Strike, not Storm Strike. Ah, come on, that's so good. Diligent Note-Taker Storm Strike? Okay, yeah, this is what I mean. I don't know that the Mage Scribe is good enough here. I might need to tap for Shadow Council. Mage Scribe... Sky Golem is worse. Nah, I better do this. I better do this. Come into this. Then Council? I need that Council, then. Okay, well... do you think we got lucky with the Councils? 2 Councils. How often should you see them? I think we got lucky with them, right? By a little bit. I think we got lucky with them by a little bit. The early game, we found them pretty much every time, by turn 3. Even if they didn't start in our hand. So, 10 wins seems lucky. We didn't find it this game. If we found it a couple more times, it could be a 12-win deck, but you just can't do anything against this kind of deck with the rest of our deck. Again, terrible deck without these Councils. So we don't see our Councils, and we're just getting absolutely destroyed. Rustied Raider coming to the 5/6 would be great. Would I tap? Would I tap? Should I tap? I think I do. Heck yeah. Just get this taunt on the board. Offer our Murloc up as a potential target for this Raider. We know they have Storm Strike, so they could have lethal here. They Storm Strike it. Right, they Storm Strike this first, and then they run the 5/6 in, and then everything goes face, and they win. Pretty cool Shaman deck. Guidance now as well. Diligent Note-Taker, Guidance, Storm Strike, Sunwell, Torrent. Pretty excellent. Chain Lightning, and hit, and Storm Strike. Storm Strike the 1/1 is automatic lethal, right? Storm Strike the 1/1, then run the 5/6 in. Are they going to miss lethal here at 10 wins? No. You're not, right? Storm Strike. Storm Strike. Okay, you figured it out. There it is. You found it. They could have messed that up, right? They could have given us an Annoyatron or something. They could have missed lethal there, but they were winning by a lot. All right, Jax, good luck on your 12-win journey. Ours stops at 10 wins, which is great because that draft was mostly bad. Do you call it a good draft just because you get 2 Shadow Councils? Maybe. Maybe it was a good draft, and maybe it's a good deck because it has 2 Shadow Councils. But most of the cards in this deck did not matter at all. But hey, we'll take it. Double Council is a ton of fun to play. I'm sure our opponents probably did not agree with, how fun those games were in general. But we had a good time. Got ourselves to 10 wins. Excellent, excellent stuff. And maybe I gotta just pick Warlock a little more. Maybe I gotta pick a little more Warlock action in the future. Maybe this week on stream. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. As usual, if you're enjoying the content, please slam that thumbs up button and the subscribe button if you haven't. These two things take very little time and do go a real long way to helping out your, maybe third or fourth favorite content creator. So appreciate that a lot, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully we don't get bad luck next week with it being the 13th YouTube exclusive. We'll find out next Monday. We'll see you then.
My name is Judge.
Whose name is Judge?
My name is.
Whose name is Judge?
My name is
That's a silly name.
Judge.
Okay, that's enough.